And we're back with another video of whatever this is. My name is Christian, and in today's video, I thought of maybe taking a little bit of a different approach, whereas as opposed to what I normally do, which is one video, one topic for the most part, I have a couple topics that aren't necessarily long enough to be like a 10 to 15 minute video. They're sort of just like quick little excerpts of, maybe things that I want to touch on that I've already talked about that I want to make sure that you guys remember are available to you, or they're just a small little thought that I had about a certain topic. So before we get started, let's do a little weekend recap. The Lions lost. That's about it for the weekend. All right, let's hop into the first topic, which for those of you that have been watching my videos for any amount of time, I posted a video about Descript. For those of you that maybe this is ringing a bell, awesome. If you're new,
meet Descript. It's a powerful new tool that makes editing easy. So easy that you'll want to edit videos.
Nice. How does it,
Work? Well, first you need some video or audio. If you've already got some, just drag it right into Descript. Wait for it.
Hey guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. Hopefully my little guys don't fall.
Whoa.
What?
Nah.
Yeah, it takes your audio and turns it into text. So when this happens,
All right guys, I'm going in.
Sweetie,
What?
dinner.
I'm doing a thing, Mom!
you can cut it out like this.
Okay.
Oh.
How about that?
you upload your video to Descript, and it uses an AI algorithm to essentially script out all of the words that are said in the video. They make it so that you just go in and it gives you a script of all of the words that are said in the video. And then if you want to get rid of it'll have the word in the Descript, and you highlight it, you click it and delete it, and that portion of the video is gone. You can do that for whole sentences, blah, blah, blah. It makes editing super easy, super quick, super simple. So if you are looking to get into the video editing game, go check that one out. Also go check out Canva if you have a little bit of video editing experience. Canva also does allow you to edit videos. I did make a video on that a couple weeks ago. So you have those two options at your disposal if you are looking to get into the video game, which I highly suggest you do, because we are almost in 2023 and video content is only getting more popular because that is essentially what the internet is becoming. All right, next up, I made a video a couple weeks ago on Canva Quick Create, and I just want to highlight and go over this again and emphasize how important and how powerful this tool is. For those of you that don't know, maybe didn't watch my video, you're dead to me. You're not dead to me. You're maybe a little bit. Go and watch that video if you are interested. But basically the whole point of Canva Quick Create is that if you are on multiple social media platforms, and you probably are, instead of manually creating each piece of content that could be about the same thing, like let's say you have an open house coming up this weekend, instead of creating multiple different pieces of content to fit the layout of the platform the best, Canva Quick Create does it automatically for you. Just go watch the video on the Real Estate One Family YouTube page, or if you're watching this on Facebook, scroll down a little bit. I'm sure I'm probably one of the only people posting videos in this group. Shouldn't be that hard to find. Go and watch it. Go and check it out. It should make your life a heck of a lot easier if you are posting multiple pieces of content on multiple platforms. Next up, I went and checked how many videos that I've done about this certain topic in the past year, and it's been a lot, and I didn't realize that I've been hammering you guys over the head with this topic for so long, and that would be TikTok. Once again, I'm gonna hammer you over the head with TikTok. Get on TikTok. Make content for TikTok. And I'm not telling you to make TikTok specific content. I'm saying if you're already posting videos on Facebook stories, if you're already posting Instagram Reels, just throw them up on TikTok, and then vice versa. Let's say you're not doing Facebook stories or you're not doing Instagram Reels, and then you start doing TikTok videos, just upload the TikTok videos to Facebook stories and Instagram. There's like 3 birds here. All you need is one stone. One stone 3 birds. Think about what your reach can be like. And I'm not saying like your physical arm reach. I'm saying like your social media presence. Think about how many people you can reach by posting the same content on 3 platforms. We don't need to reinvent the wheel here. We don't need to try and go for production value. Okay, people love behind the scenes content. They love real content. If you have any tips, tricks, whatever, you may think that your life is extremely boring as a real estate agent, and I'm here to tell you that it is not. From somebody who is not a real estate agent but has been in the industry long enough to know, yes, I'm well aware it gives off a boring industry. We get it. However, to somebody that knows nothing about what it takes to be a real estate agent, you showing them your day-to-day life of what it actually takes to be a real estate agent, or just your life in general, people, I think, will be very interested in that. Don't think too hard. Post content, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with the results that follow. The next topic that I wanted to talk about, again, isn't like a super long one that shouldn't have its own video, but it's like the whole concept of, should you do a podcast? Most of the time, I'm going to say no. The only time I'm going to say yes of if you should maybe start a podcast, because one, it's another social media. Basically, it's another platform that you have to create content for. Unless you have the time, the resources, the team, whatever, that's just going to be another thing that you're going to start and then you're not going to finish, whatever. The only other reason that you should be doing a podcast or starting a podcast, whatever, is if you are already active on social media, because people don't make a podcast in order to grow. You make a podcast because you already have an audience and then you just bring them over. So if you are super active on social media and you already have a pretty good following, then sure, throwing a podcast into the mix, maybe an episode once a week on whatever, that's not a bad idea. That's just going to increase your online presence. It's going to increase your credibility, something to keep in mind. But if starting a podcast does sound interesting to you, well, and you're not socially active or too socially active, you're going to have to get socially active. Because again, you don't grow, you don't magically find an audience by only doing a podcast. People aren't going into the podcast app and just searching random podcasts. That's not really how it works. They hear about it from other people. They hear about it from social media. That's how that works. And I think one of the last things, I'm well aware this video is turning into a very long rant, but there's things that I have to say, and I think things that you might need to listen to. The last one or two, it's sort of like a 1.5 one, is stop posting recycled links to blogs like Riz Media. Listen, I'm not calling anybody out here. All I'm saying is just to stop it. Just stop. No one. Okay, and the reason why I know I can say this is because if you're upset that I'm telling you to stop posting blogs or content that aren't being directed back to your website or wherever, go and look at the engagement, go and look at the analytics on those posts, and that should be all the answer that you need. Sure, maybe one of you is having very good luck with posting recycled blog posts, and good for you. But why? Why are you posting it if no one is clicking it, no one is liking it, no one is engaging with it? That's not the point. Don't post something because you haven't posted anything in a while. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because what's going to happen is me, as a person who is definitely not in the market for a house right now, but I'm, maybe friends with a few people that are realtors. If they're posting that stuff, over time, I'm going to become so desensitized to them, I'm going to tune them out entirely. So maybe one day they do post something that is maybe valuable or beneficial to me. I'm not going to look at it because I'm going to see their name and I'm going to associate useless post. So stop. Just stop it. And then the sort of piggybacking on this one is, if you do want to post links like that, if you do want to post stuff to blogs, make your own blog. You're probably thinking, Christian, how can I make my own blog? And or why should I make my own blog? It's 2022. Blogs are a thing of the past. No, they're not. Blogs will never be a thing of the past. Yes, they might not be super eye-catching and popular, but Blogs, okay. When you search anything on Google, what is it essentially taking you to? A blog. You might think, oh, well, it's a website. Well, in all reality, it's a blog because Google uses SEO to figure out what the heck you typed in, and then it matches it with all of the different blogs out there that are essentially hoping to answer your question. So if you want to do that, that's fine. Make a blog. Like, Christian, I don't have the resources. So if you don't have the time, that means that you're hopefully busy enough to be a successful enough realtor that you should be able to outsource that to your team or a external third party over the web, and you find somebody to write your content. There's ways to do it. And then if you're not, quote unquote, successful enough to hire out, then that probably means that you have the time in order to create blog posts. It's really not that hard. Just some simple writing, a website that gets tied back to you. Because the whole point is when people click on whatever it is that you are writing about, albeit the housing market, 5 things to do with your new home, whatever. Whole point is that they're going to be directed back to your website where they will then know that you are a real estate agent. So again, this was a long video. Hopefully some of you guys found it helpful. I'm going to stop talking now. As always, I will talk to you guys next video.